Hey there, welcome back and thanks for joining me. All my supplies and equipment are down in the description box below, and I've got links to the products I'm using. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, hit that notification bell, and likes, comments, and questions are always welcomed. All right, let's get going. So I think I'm going to do it this way. I want to do some cards, but I want to paint a big picture. So what I'm going to do is after I get done, we're going to cut this into threes and have 3 cards with 1 picture. So kind of the best of both worlds. So here's what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to make flowers out of all these colors, and I want them here. And then I'm going to take my sap green acrylic ink. If y'all haven't used these, oh my goodness, they're so fun. They're really fun. They do well. I love the sap green. It's a little thicker and it's great for using a catalyst with it. So that's the way we're going to make the leaves. All right, let's get rolling and see what we're going to do. Now, I do want to say that when I use the Blanco and the ink and the alcohol, the petals go further because you're using more liquid. What I do want to be careful with, and it doesn't always happen, but sometimes these two don't do well when they're applied together. So if you do this one, you want to do the ink and then do the alcohol, or vice versa. So for some reason, putting these straight to each other, I've just had them go wonky. So, you know, play with it, but that's just kind of a heads up. But we're not going to use the alcohol because I'm wanting to do smaller flowers. So let's just go this way. Now, something I've also noticed is when you use the ink first, then the white, it's dark all the way through. But if you use the white first, then the dark or ink, there's a little white piece. Hold on. Okay, see this one? There's white right here. Then it kind of blends in. That makes for a really cool flower. This one's done the same way. I don't know if you can see. And then, but these are done with the purple, then the white down. So you can see it has a crisper edge. So I'm guessing that's what I want to do now. So I'm just splattering everywhere. So I'm going to put this down. So, but I just want to do little bitty. So I'm just going to do like a drop. And then a drop of that. And I'm going to let it just kind of sit. And I'm going to try to make it balloon out a little bit. Now, that's as far as I wanted that to go. But if I left it and there's still liquid there, it's going to round out. So I'm hitting it from the side, back and forth, to kind of get dry. You can maybe bump a little this way. Just be careful that it's not too much. And then you create a line this way. You don't want to do that. So that's going to be a flower. And I'm going to do another one over here. This is a very dark purple, and I'm kind of questioning it, but I've already started, so I'm going to do it. I could put some more white to it. That may be what I do. Now, don't worry that they're kind of crazy, because, well, that's just how it is. Yeah. Down here. That was a lot of white, so this one is going to be lighter. And I kind of like that one. So, there you go. This is when you learn. And even as long as I've been doing this, I'm still going, yeah, I like that one better. And it's almost like I didn't know it. I know I did, but I didn't. All right, let's do these. Now, I'm not even sure what this one's going to look like because it's just really wonky. Again, though, you know what it is. So, let's do one. I'm trying to think blue. If blue went there, we'll do another red one here. I want to push it back because I like the edge. And how I'm splitting this, some of this is going to be over there, but it's okay. You just cut it how it cuts. If you don't, go ahead and pre-cut it and then make sure you're in your little border, but I don't care. So I think it's going to be all right. And this dries pretty quick. I mean, you can see that one's already dry. All right, let's do the blue. And these are just quick little things, and they're not detailed. I'm not worrying about the detail. And at this point, I don't like it either. So, there we go. I don't like it either. I wanted to change that one, so I blew it back. There we go. All right, we're kind of done there. Now, this paper, you can see here, is what I tear off for labels. And this I printed on the wrong side. But this won't let the ink go through, so I'm going to put my sap green on it and use it. Trying to repurpose as much as possible. And I want a liner brush. And I need water. Okay, so with the liner brush, and we'll get in here and just kind of make my stems. And I'm not going to do big swoopy ones. I'm just going to come straight down as much as I can. So like here. Like that. Very simple. And if they're not straight, then they're not straight. Now, which one do I use? Well, let's use both, okay? Let's just use both. All right, so this one, you know, I like to travel away from me like this with the leaves. So I want to really control where I start. Where it ends up, I don't really care. But the way I start off, really want to get that dry. I need that dried. So, okay, now I just didn't want to rake through that and drag something that I didn't want to actually drag. And if it's stuff like that, you can't worry about it. Now, if you want to play and maybe do something, yeah, I think I want to still go up with it. Let's do this one backwards to see what we end up with. And again, you're going to do things at different angles. You're going to learn different things with this. Oops, it started scooting on me. I don't know, it's kind of pretty. Kind of want one here. So I kind of want to do, not that. No. But you got to think, in nature, leaves, you don't see them flat on. You see them taking turns and doing different things. And I've learned to like the weirdness of these. And just to understand that's just, whoops, how it's going to be. Oh, we didn't use this one. Let's do one on this. I get wound up. Let's do one right. Where do we want to do one? Now, we'll have to say I'm a little more awkward at this one than this one. I don't know why. I think it's because it's such a big hold. So, play. Get both of them in play. Okay. That could be a card. But I want something going on. I want something else. And I think what I want to do is this. Let's see, where are the little... Now we can cook. Jeez. Now that just adds something a little fun. Kind of wondered if Henry was going to come in here. Henry lost his sweet little brother this week. He started having liver problems, and I had to make a hard decision, but and he told me goodbye. He got in the bed with me. Couldn't hardly get in the bed, but he got in the bed with me. And sat there all night. And I rubbed him. Well, all night, a few hours. So I've kind of wondered how he's going to act with art. He may not, and I don't know. He's a goofy thing with this. He loves it. Okay. Now, something I do want to do, because I like to splatter, and I'm going to use this since I already have it wet. Come in here and really water this down. Now, I'm only doing this really, if it gets up in here, it just gets up in here. But I'm doing this at the bottom. And that, gosh, that just adds something. And I'm debating, do I want to do a little bit more? Because I'm kind of wanting to. I was going to do the colors up here, but I really think I want to not. So I think I'm going to put a little more stronger down here. Ooh, I like that. And rather than a lot of little ones, I wish I had more big bloppy ones, but I like this. No, I like that. Very good. Okay, now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I will go outside and I'm going to spray it with Kmart varnish. And what this is going to do is stop all this activity. It'll stop it. Then when people are holding it, using it, you know, handling it like a card, none of this is going to come off. Now, this isn't going to come off anyway, but sometimes I've known the alcohol inks to rub off, especially if they're just with the alcohol and the ink. Not so much the Blanco, but yeah, let's get this dry and I'll go get it sprayed. Okay, it is dry. I've got it sprayed. Now, this here is what my measurements are. This is what I go by. So it's an A10 envelope. My card is an 8 by 9. When you fold it, it would be a 4 by 9. Now the mat, if I had a mat, I drop down about a 1/4 of an inch. So it's a 1/4 of an inch all the way around inside of the card measurements. So my card is 8 by 9. My mat will be 3.75 by 8.5. And that's a 1/4 of an inch all the way around. My picture, which is what this is, will be 3.5 by 8. Now I'm not doing a mat, so I'm bumping my picture up to this measurement. And that way I have a little white border all the way around it. So let me go cut these real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, now here are these 3. Hey, what are you doing, buddy? All right, get on up here. I got a spot for you. Come on. Okay, so these are my 3. And you can see this one, yeah, I did get a little of that, but who cares? What? And then these turned out pretty good. This one turned out the best, but these turned out pretty good. So this is what we're going to do. Here are my cards. Now I always flatten them back out, and I won't do all 3 of these. We understand. See, it's going to fit just like that. Now I use this double-sided gummy tape. It's in the listings. I don't remember what it's called. I've got a gun with it, but I don't like the gun. It just does funny. What do you want? Hey, get on up here. So this is how I do it. And that way I can do this to a lot of them and not tear, not tear what? The backing off yet. Up here. And there you go. You are ready to go. Now these are the A10 envelopes. Fits perfect in there. And how cute is that? You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi to everybody? Say hi. Sit over here. There you go. All right, so this, and this is the envelope that goes with it, and how cute is that? Always, 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 it's on the back of your cards because you made them, and everybody needs to know that they are handmade. And I'll leave mine blank. You can write whatever you want to in it. So, hope this gave you some good ideas, and y'all go have fun.